Hopefully this sounds a little better. I'm gonna put the volume down a little more. Yeah, okay. That should be good. This music is good though. That's what I'm like. I don't want to crank it down, but also I do. 50 is too low, but 60 is good. Hello, welcome to my stream where I make noises instead of playing games. Uh, Give me 1 second. I'm doing setup. So last time I streamed, I was playing the original, or rather, I was doing a group playthrough with my friends of the original Ace Attorney. And I'm continuing the Ace Attorney trend. This is now an Ace Attorney channel, with the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This is a spin-off game of Ace Attorney that I've been wanting to play since, like, this summer. It came out this summer. Well, I've been wanting to play it much longer than that. You see, this game came out in Japan several years ago, and I've been wanting to play it since then, but I haven't, well, there was no release here, and I was waiting for the fan translation to finish. There was a fan translation that happened, but then right as that finished, the game was just released in the West. And in fact, there's 2 games within this game. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, at least I think there are. It's the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, so as you can see, there's like, I don't know what the special contents are, but okay, I don't care about this. There's like 2 games in one game. And I've been wanting to play this for several reasons. Ace Attorney fans should know. Actually, wait, that reminds me. I don't think I've changed what game I'm streaming. Hold on. Sorry, I'm doing this. We're doing it live because I didn't do it before. There we go. Update info. Sorry, enough talk, enough prelude. I've been streaming for 3 minutes now, no more prelude. Let's play the game. Ugh. I've been wanting to play this game for a while now. I'm excited. If I keep saying that, it'll make me sound like I'm more excited. No, I actually very much am excited. Just a bit of streaming nerves.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Oh, let me move my mouse cursor. Oh. Somebody just got shot.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
How does this look? I just kind of started again. Episode 1. The Adventure of the Great Departure. Bienvenue à le carnaval, or whatever that said at the bottom. Was that in French? I don't know. I can't read French. Okay, that's the most annoying text sound in the history of ever. How's the game look? Game look good? Okay, game looks good. Hold on. I'm like my lighting. I need less light. Hold on. You know what? This is fine. This is fine. I don't want to sit in complete darkness, so I'm just gonna... I don't have a lamp in here, because this is I have a very temporary room setup. I think I mentioned it when I was playing the other Ace Attorney game, that I have only the main lights in here, so it's a little bright. I like to immerse myself in the game, like turn off the lights and stuff, but I also don't want to destroy my eyes, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. All right. I didn't read that. Someday, So this is like a prequel to the Ace Attorney. It's set in It's set in turn of the 19th century, turn of the 20th century Japan, but also in the UK. I think. I don't know. I don't know all of it, but the setting's interesting. It's like Sherlock Holmes era, Sherlock Sholmes era. Uh, and you're playing as like an ancestor of Phoenix Wright, the character from the first game. Uh, so yeah, that's the basic premise. Wait, I can look at what I didn't read, right? Yes, 22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Judicature. Supreme Court of Judicature. Ju- that doesn't sound good. Defendant's Antechamber 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Uh-oh. This time I'm the accused, aren't I? Oh, great. Get the mouse cursor out of here. Boom, 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 boom. What? Oh, no, nothing. I'm just monologuing to myself before we go into the courtroom. Nervous monologue. Save your glares, murderer. Okay, his voice is not that deep. Sorry. My name is... Oh boy. I really wish this was voice acted right now. My name is... Ryunosuke Naruhodo. My name is... Hold on. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. My name is Japanese. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. Now, here I am, awaiting my trial. My class trial! No, this is not Danganronpa. This is the better game series. I didn't say anything. That's enough! Wait, what? Who are you? He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? They sound like this now. I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes. Until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. Now I sound like this. He's had 3 different voices. Who cares? Nameless bailiff. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. So this guy's our tutorial mentor. Got it. Right? Ryunosuke? Okay, I'm gonna have to learn how to say the first name at least. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. See, because in the main Ace Attorney series, they could Americanize all the characters. This story, they can't. So the characters just have Japanese names. So I gotta learn how to pronounce them. Yeah. Why did I just do that in the mic? Yeah. I'm drinking too much water. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. I mean, Yakuza, they had Japanese names too. I can figure it out. Ryunosuke is just a bit of a mouthful. That's right, your name is a mouthful. Just like always. Ah. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend. Also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He should be the protagonist, not me. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. Like exactly, word for word. It's almost like you're giving the audience exposition that I've already heard. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. Clearly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. This has Danganronpa energy, I don't know why. This like flashback scene with this like 2D. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Like this is like not the social link, that's Persona. What's the Danganronpa thing? This is like the free time combo. This is the free time combo. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud, as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. Weird analogy. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Yeah, it's the British Empire and Japan and all these things are. It's a very specifically historically set game. So they can't Americanize all the characters. That's a good thing. I don't want to make it sound like that's a bad thing. I think this story from what I've heard, this game is very, very good. And the story is very, very good. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. Like, from what I've heard, this is some of the best Ace Attorney since the original trilogy, which is the games that I'm a big fan of, the ones that I've convinced my friends to, like, do a group playthrough of with me. I mean, it didn't take much convincing. They were already doing it on their own with, like, other games, so I was like, hey, we should do... They were doing it with Fire Emblem, of all games. And I was like, hey, what if we did it with Ace Attorney instead? And they were like, sure. But this is for me. This is for me to play. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Oops. I guess I clicked that instead. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. So they canonically speak English. Yeah, it makes sense. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Yeah, also these games do not have a lot of voice acting, as you can see from this stream and the other one I did of the original game. The original Isotope. Asogi. May I have a word? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. What is that, like, little pink bun thing he's got on his robe? Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. Well, they did say he was a professor, so... I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Suki. I'll see you in the courtroom. The way he's smirking is like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the judge and I'm gonna take this cute girl with me. Like, his smug smile over here. Yes, thanks, Kazuma. Okay, who is this lady? I've seen her in the trailers, though, so, like, I think she's, like, an important character. This is awkward. If I may. Yes, sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? You must be the defendant. Suki Naruhodo. I can't, there's too many syllables, dude. Yes, that's right. My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. Oh, if I scroll, my mouse wheel also moves forward. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial... That pink thing just like he's kind of like, he's very like serious and stoic and scary, and then he lowers his arms and he's just got this like pink puffball purse thing dangling on it. It's probably some thing that people wear. Hello, Jack. I am enjoying video games so far. How are you? Are you this game fun? I don't, Monkey Brain is on, but what is this pink thing around his neck? Is that, or around on his like chest? Is that some like Japanese thing that they wore back then? I don't know what that is, but it's like, it's making me kind of like giggle every time it comes on screen. I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What? Ah, as I suspected. You were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. No, not the robe, the like, never mind. It's not on screen right now. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. This thing. Look where my mouse is. This. Oh, shoot. Wait. Hold on. Wait. What did he say? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose this thing right here. What is this thing? Behind the text box. The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. And it's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. Shut up, Red. It is not a vagina. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities. Why was that hard to say? That wasn't even a Japanese name. That was in English. Why did I struggle to say that? There are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Uh-oh, the music's getting more intense. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right. So, as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Is he marrying me to someone? What I do what? But what will the question be? Surely not, do you accept the accusations brought before you? That thing! Yes! What is that? It's not a vagina. But that... Of course not. Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Ah, it would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway! Dang. Alright. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. What's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. Already some good Ace Attorney music. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. November 22nd, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. What these words, dude? I'm usually not this bad with judicature, peculiarities, Ryunosuke Habato. I don't remember it. I don't know how to say it. Look at his face, dude. He's like, oh, I'm on trial. Oh, onion ring. So this, courtroom. He's really gotta take a dump, but he's already late to the courtroom, so he can't. Sad. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Oh, that hammer slammer! The classic judge, baby. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. As is the defense. As am I! Definitely not about to shit myself! Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. I would also like to turn the game volume down a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to the trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is where I'm supposed to say I do. Yeah. Uh-oh. Who's gonna defend me? It's me. It's me. But then if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Chat? Nah, who am I kidding? I'm gonna answer I do, because I'm a good friend and I don't want Kazuma to get owned. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his defense. Yes! Ha! I do! Yes! I like the yes. He's just raising his hand. He didn't say I do, he just went yes! And raised his hand. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I Ryunosuke I can't say my own name. Ryunosuke Naruhodo will be defending myself. You'll be what? This judge doesn't react as big as the ones in the movie. What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything. Just now, before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off? No! It's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how it would be. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shook his stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really? Really? Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. He is sweating balls over here. Look at his eyes darting around. That's amazing. Isn't that so, Naruhodo? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. The classic attorney sweat. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still. Try not to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. I'm the prosecutor, and I haven't even read up on what the crime you committed was. As you are no doubt aware, or you should be, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature in Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, defendant? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. See, yeah, usually, like, Phoenix Wright was at least an actual attorney when he came to the courtroom. This dude is literally just a guy who's friends with an attorney. Like, so let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes! Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But, wait. So nervous I can't even remember that. I also don't know how to say my own name, so like... Ryunosuke. No, I didn't mean to do that. Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank? You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of E. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. That's all in there. I just have to press E for the court record. Alright, there's no time to lose. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead of D. Find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press Z to go back. So this is the crux of the gameplay in this game, is that you're just presenting different things to try to convince the judge that, like, your client, which in this case is me, is innocent, and the opposition is guilty. I've never played... I played the original games on 3DS where there were 2 screens. I've never played on the computer before, but it's really... I mean, it's all just everything relegated to one screen. I don't think they put these... These were originally released on the 3DS, but I think the Western release was just on, like, actually modern platforms. Eugen Mika... No, he's not. He's not. Ah, this guy. John H. Wilson, a visiting professor of medicine from the British Empire. Huh, okay. Presented? Or... Oh, no, that's just... So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you'd better not... I wish there was, like, an actual mouse cursor instead of this, like, default computer one. Like, why is there not, like, a in-game, like, fancy special mouse cursor? That would be cool. A lot of games have that. Like, Yakuza has that. Now, you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. I'm not sure when I'm gonna stream Yakuza again. I know, I kinda dropped that game. Like, okay, wait, here we go. Now we're again. Yes! Yes! This one is sus! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Tish-ha-ha! Alright. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to UMA University 3 years ago. Yes, indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates of the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court, therefore, wishes for a speedy resolution of this matter. So, in other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. So they want to find a quick person to throw under the bus. Got it. And add that person. Cool. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? That was me talking, not him. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Was Kazuma there too? Oh no, he's leaving right now. Yeah, conveniently leaving just in time. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. see you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Did we already read that text? I remember the see you in English class partner bit. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. You shouldn't have done that. So I went over to the professor's table. Anime boy. The anime boy, hand behind the head, squint eyes, smile with a slight beam of sweat on the forehead. Introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Oh, hello, it's me, Dr. Wilson. Oh, I've been shot! Ah! Oh, wait, was he shot? Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna look at the university collar pin. I don't even have a badge. Yeah, that's right. Gunshot to the chest. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from okay. Bullet did not pass through the body. No way. Okay. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death? Well, obviously that was, Ryonosuke. It's bullet. I just looked at the thing. It's bullet. Bullet. Evidence. Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
Yes!
Yes! I like the yes, dude. Not hold it, just yes! Well, according to this document, something tells me that in the Japanese audio, it's also a yes! Like, he just says yes in English, no matter what. According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it. So I'm assuming the post-mortem report's also in English, and that's why he's... Yeah, sorry, yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that... Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. New technology. Ooh. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. By you! Thank you, Counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. They're very, trying to be, modern Western, which is interesting. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail's incredible. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. What is he doing with his hands? Oh yeah, do the dance. Trial dance. The prosecution hereby calls its first witness. I don't know why I've got a funny accent all of a sudden. Who's there at the scene of the crime when it happened? Okay, this is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Where'd the music go, dude? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today. Not me, but that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? What? He's been sticking his oar in? I don't... Any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. I agree. Dude's eyes are darting around like he's seen a ghost. Like, only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Da-da-dee, da-da-doo. Oh god, who is this guy? Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at the Western-style restaurant called La Caneva. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some... Oh, he's coughing up blood. What? It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. You know what's interesting? I think this is one of the few Ace Attorney games to not tell you who the murderer is in the first case. They usually tell you in the like tutorial case. They usually tell you who the killer is. Like they show who it was. They did that in the first Ace Attorney game. They did it in the first 2 cases. Some of the other games they do it in the second case as well. Like, I think this is the first one I've played that. Well, actually, I don't think the 4th game tells you, but like a lot of the games will tell you in the first case. So this one not telling me is actually a bit of an irregular occurrence. I like it though. It means I have to figure out more for myself. I've played enough of these games to know what to do. I don't need them to tell me who did it. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants in Occidental Eatery 3 days ago. Understood. Hasanoga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. Ryonosuke, you're being a bit of a sussy baka. At once. Ryonosuke? More like Ryonosasuke. And no petty interjections from the sussy lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspiring, maybe, but... Sussy? I'm not sussy! Okay, I'm tired of this joke now. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. I don't know why. Crockery and the crockery and the cutlery. What? Oh, God dang it, I keep doing that. Like, if I have my mouse down here and I click anywhere near any of these options, it pulls them up. I should just use the space button. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away the crockery, and the cutlery, and the spoonery, and the forkery, and the... Oh, a gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Yes! Every time he says yes, I'm gonna have to repeat it because I like that soundbite so much. Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside me. Why would you do that? I didn't shoot him. I was just holding a gun. Now I know why he's being accused. I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized. I say it penalized. Some people say it penalized. But I like saying it penalized because it sounds a little more like penis. Defendant Naruhodo. You would be penalized. Don't worry, Venus. You would be penalized hardcore. Penalized, penalized, penalized. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. Ugh. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand is the same man we see here in the court today. Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the penis-rized. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table. What's the matter, Ryunosuke? He always has a smug smile on his face like he knows something. This guy knows something. That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Should I risk being penis-lized and interject? Or should I wait and see? Fuck it. I'm taking the penalty.
Yes!
I'm taking the penis. Can I stream Ace Attorney without making a cock joke? Yeah, no, Jack, this seems like a good first case. The fact that they're not telling me who it is already, puts it a step above most, Ace Attorney first cases. The only other one I can think that didn't give the killer away was, the one from Apollo Justice, which is a very good first case. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure there was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Objection! Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? Wait, does it matter if he's a real lawyer? I assumed it didn't, because, like, obviously he's not. Okay. But I'm sure of what I saw. Hasanagas, is there any chance you're mistaken? I carry a sword around the courtroom so I can cut people open if they lie to me. Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. Don't lie to me or I'll cut you open. It does seem already better than Ace Attorney 5, which I still have not finished, and Ace Attorney 6, which I have not started. No. What am I answering no to again? Hold on. Memory of events. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. He just drew a big red X. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume? That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. I saw the guy get shot and was immediately like, I have to draw a diagram to present in the courtroom, and then I started scribbling on my business card. Wait, why does the waiter have a business card? Huh? As you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Clearly. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Okay, this guy's sus. He's like bleeding from his lips, and he has a business card for some reason. Like, yeah, okay, something's sus going on here. What is that about? You've been completely wrong and neglected. Wow. Something certainly seems to have shaken you. The waiter's business card. Why is there a... Okay, I'm looking at this business card in the court record, because this is suspicious. Show! The stupid arm movement he does is funny. So the court has now heard a precis of the case. A precis? Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. And the only person in close wait, at the moment? What is that? At the moment the gunshot was... Oh, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency? If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment, your inevitable penalizement. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for... hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual. About these peculiarities? You've said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so it's the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? This is one of the more competent pains. Everyone in this game seems a little bit more competent than the usual Ace Attorney game. The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Oh! Ha! I'm gonna karate chop the table. It's begun. The table pounding. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Indeed. Kazuma wants a kiss. I can't make a kiss sound into the mic. I'm bad. I just made a fart noise. Ryunosuke, stop farting in the courtroom. Well, you were warned. Why? Every time I stream an Ace Attorney game, I just end up making fart, and cock jokes. I don't know why. It's the curse. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a... Oh my god. He's literally... Ryonosuke. That makes... Yeah, that makes more sense. There are too many syllables. Uh... This guy's literally, I can be your angel or devil. You know, I can be your angel, or I can be your angel, or I can be your devil. Ugh. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. See, this is why I need viewers to tell me how to say, how to say Ryunosuke. Because if you just let me sound it out, I'm gonna give it like 10 syllables. Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well, officer. Bring forth the witnesses at once. Oh, God. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir! The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant IYESA NOSA. IYESA NOSA. His name. This is already one of my favorite parts. IYESA NOSA. IYESA NOSA. Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon. Oh, I'm like wiggling, I'm like jiggling as I talk, and conduct trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District. I'm not even going to attempt to read that. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be the diners at the other table the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually... IYESA NOSA? Yeah, you have to read it out loud. It's so good. I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question. Always post noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular carnival. I'm glad they're already giving me multiple witnesses to question. So the first Ace Attorney game I played was actually the Phoenix Wright Professor Layton crossover, which is where they introduced the multiple witness confronting system, and because of that, I've always actually preferred this system to the regular one person at a time Ace Attorney witness system. So that's why I'm excited they made more games with this trial setup. That's another one of the big reasons I've been wanting to play this game for a while now. You just assumed all of the Japanese names would be puns you wouldn't get. Yeah, well, I mean, some of them they clearly... Like, I'm pretty sure IYESA NOSA had a completely different name in Japanese, I'm sure. He seeks out potential customers, may have an interest in antiques, and tries to sell his wares. He obviously targets Le Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Jack, did you play the Layton crossover? Because, yeah, some of my favorite parts of that game is just, like, cross-examining a line of, like, 6 weirdo witnesses in a row and, like, making sense of all their comments. It's really fun. I would recommend it for that reason alone. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir! It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. I'm almost sure I heard a string. I don't know. So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatened. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yeah. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? Gonna cry? Piss your pants, maybe? Shit and fart. If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Sir, yes, sir! Standing by, ready to... IYESA NOSA! Standing by to report, sir! I love that name. That's like already on one of the top pun names in these games, I think. Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon. What? What? Okay, the old guy, I actually have no idea what he's talking about 100% of the time. Dude, I'm an hour into this stream. We're just now getting to like this like group with multiple witnesses. Uh, Kazuma would say that. Yeah, he does seem like kind of a Chad. Uh, I'm like an hour in. I like multiple witnesses, and they're not telling me who did it in the first trial. This is certainly more advanced than I'm used to from Ace Attorney first trials, which usually take like 45 minutes if you know what you're doing. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. Luke at me. I love that one. Luke at me is another great. Oh, he's also a great character too. God, I forgot about Luke at me. What game was that from again? Was that Trials and Tribulations? That was a great character. I forgot about him. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. What was that like baby crying noise? Did you that? Is the like gnome guy? Is that gnome video in the courtroom where he's going? Did we just get gnomed by the game? The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the coward. The back? Wait, wasn't I standing in front of him? Okay, there's already a contradiction here. I was on my hands and knees, investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Is this... How long do you think this trial is? I don't know if I'll finish it in this stream then. I kind of figured I would, but we'll see. I don't know how much longer I'll keep playing. Probably a little bit, because I'm into it, but... If I'm like... What baby noise? There was... When the guy was talking about a gun being fired, there was like an noise or something. It was weird. I don't know. I'll point it out if I hear it again. Maybe it was the old man just like grunting while he was talking. I don't know. Well, so you, Sergeant NOSA, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! That wicked university cadet, sir! That cruel and unforgivable enemy. I'm just giving him the voice of the, like, military guy from Psychonauts. Like, what times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true? Rionosuke. Okay. I need pronunciation guide. Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. God, this guy looks like Baron. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and was drinking some coffee. Nice Baron. Friendly Baron. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. So I picked it up for no reason, and I got myself arrested. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it, so I bent down, just as I was picking it up. I see. Well, that's the truth. There was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. Somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Ooh, I like this song. Rionosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now! As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. Rionosuke is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice! Certainly. The testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare that... No! Yes! I'm raising my hand again! He just goes, yes! And shoots his hand up like he's in a classroom. So funny. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I am, the defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Oh my goodness. Dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Weak and pathetic. Huh? How did he know? The prosecution objects! This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
This is one of the more competent Pains. Regular Pain would have just been like, what? You're cross-examining me? The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. My fucking mic is sliding, rubbing my beard hairs. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Kazuma is so commanding. And hot! Kazuma's so hot. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright. This is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence. Right. Evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. that pathetic little... Okay, that was probably much louder than what he did in actual game, because I just clapped the mic. But, like, that was such a pathetic little slap after his, like, hacha karate chop. Alright then. It's all or nothing. Alright, cross-examination time. I loved it. I love cross-examination segments. Even more fun when there's multiple witnesses playing off each other. I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant. Well, okay, wait. I think I know what statement to press already. I was exalting the virtues of a particular banker. Yeah, okay. And then we cut back to him. At that particular moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the Englishman from the back. That's the part that's sus. I'm gonna press it first. Yes! So this black uniformed university cadet, you're saying that was... You dumbass! I've had just about enough of your sauce. Of your sussy sauce, cadet. Who else do you see around here in black uniform, huh? Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but... It was you little weasel! You unloaded the firearm on that man. From behind his back! And you call yourself a citizen... There it is again! The baby noise! The... Did you hear it? Did you hear it that time? You disgust me. What is it, Ryunosuke? I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind. Okay, how could he have shot him from the back? Wasn't he, like, in front of him? Hold on, let me make sure I have, like, actual evidence to present. Find an inconsistency there with what the witness said, then don't hold back. Okay. Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness's face. Make him choke on it. Take that evidence. Okay, wait. No, we're going back. Hold on. How do I go back? This one? No, Okay, well, we just went forward. Okay, I thought pressing that arrow would do it. But... Is there a way to, like, speed through the text? Is there, like, an option for that? Text skip. Enable or disable the skipping of unread text. Okay, is that... Can I, like, skip things if I... Okay, I don't know what that did. Like I said before, the key is to use... Oh, yeah, I can... Okay. I can mash through the text faster. Yeah. Okay. An inconsistency. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict... Okay, I know what I'm doing. Present your evidence with R and rip the witness apart! Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis... I was so excited to say penalty that I tried to speedrun the words and say penalty. Penis. Penis T. Penis T. If you're dealt too many penis T's, the defense's case will fall apart. You'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Pursue the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with the witness's statement. Alright, I'll give it a try. You can hear the witness's statements over and over again, as many times as you like. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. Disappointed that you still have not acknowledged the baby noise. Okay, next. So is it, do I need to use these buttons to go back? Probably. Yeah, okay, that's what I go for. Okay, next one. Is it this one? No, it's the next one. E. Alright, well, from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Okay, hold on. Oh, his text is still down there. That's throwing me off. But it does help because now I can see. Your Wi-Fi was mean. I see. So you missed the baby noise. Damn it. Okay. Black uniform from the back. Hold on, wait. The sketch. Can I, like, rotate this thing around to see what his business card looks like on the back? Okay, well. I guess not. Okay. He was shot from the front in the chest. Okay, present this. Present this.
Yes!
Yes! What baby noise? Ah! Dang it! Okay. You'll hear it. I'll point it out again next time. Eh? Ugh. What? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache? He kind of has what's the present your attorney? I don't even have an attorney's badge to present yet. All I have is like a university pin. Cause I'm not even an attorney. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. The way he like looks at his hand after smacking the table every time. There's a clear inconsistency here. What nonsense! What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand court. Present Muscle Man. You know who else isn't a real attorney? My mom! This is so frustrating. You know what else is so frustrating? Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. Couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Yeah! Kazuma, what? Yes! What are you... He smacks the table and it doesn't make a noise, and then he looks at it like, hey, wait, why didn't I make a noise? It's great. I love it. The characters are a lot more expressive in this game than I'm used to, honestly. I think this is the most expressive I've seen the characters in, like, one of the 3D entries in the series. Not, like, rather than the original sprite-based ones. What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance that the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant IYESA NOSA. Love that name. Yes, sir. IYESA. No, what's NOSA? IYESA NOSA. The statement you just made was sus. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! No, sir! I saw it with my own military-grade eyes, sir! But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because the way he looks over at the other, yeah. Clearly. The shot was fired from the front, clearly. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Whenever he points, he gets scared. Whenever he points, he gets scared. I love it. Oh, the baby! The baby! There's a baby! That's the baby! That was the baby noise! You knew there was a baby! What was that? Something just popped out from his back. I knew I heard baby noises! Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would your lord not agree, Sergeant NOSA? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were... Oh, he didn't see it because he was watching the baby! Okay. Firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. What? The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. That baby is sus. Throws baby at wall. This witness, Sergeant IYESA NOSA, did not see the defendant firing the gun at all. Ugh, that's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Kignerk! Kia! Ooh, I got an achievement. Inconsistencies. There's been a complete turnabout new to this trial, just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Title. But I definitely saw it. That university cadet there. He was pointing the baby noise, except now the baby's on screen. So like that's what the baby noise was. Awesome. I love that noise was happening before, and it just was like a tease of what was to come. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. But I never fired the gun! All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? Myself, I have already been quite clear. I'm barely even paying attention right now. If he shot someone right now, I'd be looking at the face instead. They're just shoving the baby behind his head. Bad baby, bad! I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure. Okay, see, that's what I like about the multiple witness setup, is that they're all insane. They're always all insane, and having like 6 insane witnesses at once is way more fun than having one. Indeed, the Holy Erakoban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Rasute. In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you? On the day under scrutiny, it was the military man that I proffered my holy treasure. What baby? Shut up! You know there's a baby. Did the baby do it? It'd be really funny if the baby did it. Believe that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not. But presented with he's Yoda all of a sudden. But presented with little alternative, I was. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The Koban vanished. Hunting around under the table I was in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened. Pew! You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded holy treasure. Nothing could distract me. They're crazy. I love it. They're all insane. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I see. That lamentable day, the precious holy Kaban was lost to me. Doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Dude, the baby ate it. The baby ate the coin. 100%. As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Auchi? Wait, it's not. It's Prosecutor Ouchie. Ouchie! Ouchie! What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie? Ouchie? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. What? My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryonosuke Naruhado. Ryosuke Naruhado. What baby? What baby? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? A despicable me. Despicable me. Very well, the court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Cocoa glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir! At once, sir! Down, baby! Down! Down! That baby. That baby. That baby. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. I'm not moving on until you acknowledge the baby. Alright, that's a lie, I'm moving on. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder. Yes, baby! Baby! Affirmative! The newest member of the NOSA family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Ido. Ido NOSA. I don't NOSA. IYESA NOSA. And my son, Ido NOSA. IYESA NOSA and Ido NOSA. That's good. That's good. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. See, I did a pun. I can do puns too. Ido. Seed shut! Your father is about to quell the enemy! Baby. Baby. There is a baby! The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was. That young lad in black. That much myself I did see. Cross-examine the baby. I want to. Baby! That's sus. That baby is sus. Yes. Objection. Have I said objection yet? I think Ryunosuke has just gone, yes! That's the only thing he said. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Besides my baby, of course. Indeed. Alone, the Englishman was. Dining all by himself, he was. What if Nagito was a witness? Oh god, don't get me started on that. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out!
Yes!
Huh? I didn't get to read that. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly! We are not here to listen to your fantasies. I don't know why I read it like that. Your sexual fantasies. It is evident beyond all reason, no doubt, that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? What? There's another photograph? Oh my goodness. Okay, the steak's half-eaten. One at the table, the victim was dining, taken by an investigator. I'm trying to find, like, things that are sus in this photo. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set. Certainly, clearly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. Ugh. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. Photographic print. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone. Well, just because he came alone doesn't mean somebody sat down with him. Didn't sit down with him. But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takatsuchi Ouchi, okay, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here. The judge does rule. He fucking rules. Oh yeah! Okay, I don't know what that was. I was so radical. Yeah, that was what I was trying to do, but I butchered it. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood? Rules can be so unbending at times. Not like my... Never mind. Not like my cock. I can't get it to stay hard. There's something wrong with it. It bends too much. Cock joke. Cock joke count. Number 3, 4? I don't know. Even if what I saw was at the precise moment. Okay, wait. It's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young man. That much myself I did see, okay. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time. Okay, wait, this is the one I want to press. Because there was somebody else there, the woman. But I need to get water first. Hold on. I almost just tripped over my own headphone cords.
My wife complains I can't get it up, but I complain that she is as good at sex as her sister.
Chat, my one viewer giving me funny jokes to repeat into the mic so that I seem funnier than I am in the VOD. Honestly, Jack, you watching me play this with nobody else watching the stream currently reminds me of oh gosh, my TV's very tilted. ADD moment. Reminds me of our team leadership class in high school where I would just play Ace Attorney on my 3DS and you'd watch me play. Good times.
Objection!
Bum, 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 bum. Team leadership moment. Team leadership moment. Blow off class moment. Blow off class moment.
As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear.
Wait. Okay, so clearly the second sentence is not meant to be a follow-up to the first one. What was he responding to? You must have noticed someone else at Dr. There was a lady there, as you have pointed out time.
As you have been at, you keep pointing out the massive growth in my ear. I know. Stop talking about it. Ouch! It's ouchy. And yet, no one else appears to have even caught a glimpse of this woman.
If only there'd be more people dining at the time, then someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner at any restaurant. I know. Of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Every time I drink water, I just go to a little like 5 seconds later, because I'm talking nonstop. Talking nonstop for like 2 hours is more exhausting than you would think it is. I'm probably gonna cut stream soon. I don't know how much of this case I have left. How much do you think of this trial do you think I have left, Jack? Certainly. 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. Why are we discussing this? I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone. Well, we won't know now. He's dead.
There was indeed a reason. We actually do know, and it's relevant to the case, but we're going to tell you now.
I have a bit. Yeah, this seems like a longer one.
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel?
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency.
Like, I still don't even know who this guy is or why he was murdered. Usually I have this info by an hour and a half into a trial. And I mean, we finished the other trial. We finished the trial for the first Ace Attorney game in the group playthrough in, like, about this amount of time, I think. So, these are longer cases. I'm gonna have to start my streams earlier instead of, muddling around because I have stream anxiety until 10 p.m.
It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Potter Clinic. Oh god, no. Not the, wait, that name. Oh god. Potter. Wasn't that the name of the weird old dude? The weird creepy old dude at the hospital in the, like, original trilogy that just shows up every once. Oh god. Don't remind me. 19th November. Noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim, Hottie, right. But I feel like Hada is the precursor to that. They're just like reusing slightly altered names.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence, as it really doesn't matter at all.
I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke? Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record if you think it could be useful. Yeah, I'm gonna say it should, because I feel like they wouldn't be giving us this information. If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds? You don't have any grounds, do you?
Objection!
Objection! Your penis is small! Alright, cock joke number 5. Whether or not they are of concern to us is up to whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
The youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. Alright, so that's gonna be relevant somehow. Sus! Among Us! What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. If I say sus, it's probably because somebody in chat said it. Like, just for anyone watching the VOD. I like this music. Good music. Ace Attorney games have very good music, Alyssa. You should play them. Well, wait, you are playing them with us. You're a part of the group stream. All the group stream members are just also my audience. I need to like plug my Twitch more. I get so much stream anxiety where like I'll like, oh, I'm gonna stream. Kazuma is a baddie. He is a baddie.
Kazuma, you're such a baddie.
What does that mean? I want to play this game so bad. Oh yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun with it. I bought it with Christmas money. Or well, I guess I just bought it, but I got Christmas money, so Samurai Baddie. Yeah, he really is. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right. I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you'd like. It's something I didn't read. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witnesses' testimonies need no room for doubt.
Why are we're just talking in circles right now. Can you give us the witness testimony? Wait, was that all just... Hold on. Was all of that just from me pressing this one statement? Jesus. That was like 5 minutes of dialogue for me pressing this one statement. I mean, I got some new evidence, so like, cool, I guess. Was this was the one I pressed, right? Yeah, I mean, it's essentially saying the same thing as this one. I guess I'll press this one too. Why not? Yes! Sus! Nobody said sus in chat that time. The similarities. They are both 3-letter words that end in S. So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? Seen that. That line, never mind. Monologues stored in my actor brain, where one of them was brought into my memory from reading Saw That in Orange Tech. I don't know. The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone.
That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in.
Oh, I just bit my tongue. So the testimonies of the old man, it wasn't a hard bite, it was just like a little poke.
So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beef steak on the victim's table. Was it a sloppy steak? We do not know. A meal for one, it was. No matter what. No, it's just... I cry during sex. Oh, did I say that out loud? Stop reading chat messages in my voice.
the antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the English. Over and out.
Yes!
Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say, cadet? I clearly remember, clearly. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruto, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry. Samurai Batty? Sorry? Samurai Batty? Sorry? Clearly. The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right. Precisely, clearly. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. Ooga! Ouchie when he sees the phantom lady. Oh, hooka! But, if such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof! And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time. There's nothing I can say to that. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information. Well, yeah, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Yes. This is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. All we learned is that Professor Ouchie cries during sex. And that he has a... probably because of his small, bendy penis. Press space. You can take a closer look at it. Not the penis. The evidence. Use to rotate the evidence in all directions. Examine it from all angles. By using WASD. Okay, so the arrow button's rotated. Got it. And then I can also just point with the mouse to do that. Okay. This is the more in-depth I'm used to doing the like in-depth investigation rotating stuff. I've only played these on 3DS, like I said. So on that, it was like you could touch the screen to move it around and like touch these rotating. But I just moved the monitor. I bumped the monitor cord. God dang it. Okay. Hold on. I bumped my monitor cord wrong, so now I can't see the game. Now I can't see the screen. Wait, was this the monitor? I unplugged the wrong cord.
What are you doing over there, Ryunosuke? What kind of nonsense is this?
God, really? Hello? Oh my god. Why? Why did the third viewer have to show up now? No, they're gone! I lost them! No! Damn it. So, first, I unplugged the monitor with my foot, and then when I was plugging it back in, I bumped the mute switch on my headset. God damn it. Alright. And of course, for the first time all stream, I've been looking at the viewer count. We finally hit 3 viewers, and it was while that shit was happening. Okay. He is back. He is angry, because somebody definitely just showed up to the stream and, like, couldn't hear me. So that's, I mean, it was only for like a second, but that second was long enough. What does this text say? Dentist, Hada Clinic. Okay. What is that? Wait, what is this paper thing? Hold on. Oh. Ah, there's stuff inside. Please come back, third viewer. I didn't mean to mute my microphone. Let's have a look. I'm glad you said I'm gonna cry. I am gonna cry, actually. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he'd had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. Yes! The most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. Like the pain of losing a viewer because you accidentally muted your microphone after accidentally unplugging your monitor. Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink. Interacting with evidence? Yeah, no, I like the in-depth. I mean, some of the other Ace Attorney games have in-depth evidence interaction like this, but, like, I feel like it was kind of underutilized in previous games. So, like, this is a cool, it's a little expand. You can figure things out before you should because you were good about interacting with the right things. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours. Yeah, there's a lot more dialogue within the, like, interacting with the evidence like this. Usually the dialogue's kind of filler when you're checking a piece of evidence in these games. But this is like actually info. We're like actually studying the evidence. No food or drink? Wait, then who was eating the steak? Okay, I just figured something. Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. Alright, cool. Well, now we have evidence. This new info, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. Yeah, no, this game is going hard with the, like, examining every, like, corner of the evidence and giving you a bunch of extra. Yeah, no, I like that they're going hard with it. It's good. It's cool. Makes it a little more involved. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Why am I reading this again? Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, that young man back there showed himself to see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone was the Englishman dining all by himself. Okay, I guess I'll present it on this one. It's still like a bit of a reach, because like I feel like it's more that the photo contradicts the other piece of evidence. So I'm not sure. I guess this works because it's prohibited from eating or drinking anything. But he's at the what? Then why is he dining at a restaurant? Let's do it. No, that was not what I meant to. I meant to present.
Yes!
The hand raised, dude. Well, I think, clearly.
About what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer?
I wish I could. But first and foremost, here I'm the accused. Ryunosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. I'm like watching his lips move. It's very strange. He's got like a baddie smile going on, and then like he starts lip moving, and the lip movement's just when you raised your hand like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. That's hot. Rianoska, give me a kiss. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. I know you love me. That's the vibe I'm getting off of him right now. All right, and thanks for the advice. Ooh, this music's good. Kazuma kinda bad though. Sorry, I don't know why I did that so loud. Kawakochi-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Kazuma kinda bad though. The guy kind of a baddie. Yeah. I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy? Oh, this music's really good. Comparing what is written, this is probably one of the best of the more like subdued, like trial music. Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Does he ever learn how to actually pound the table and make noise, or is it just a little slap the whole time? Something clearly doesn't add up. Dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel! But Kazuma kinda bad, though. Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may have not have done before that time is completely irrelevant! But that's... Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words, all in good time, right? He's got to learn how to pound the table. Just make your point. This man never went to law school. He didn't. That's all I'm like, this is the first protagonist in these games that isn't actually a lawyer. He has no he has no legal right to be doing this, I guess. But I think. I don't know. But, I mean, nobody bothered to ask if he was a lawyer or not. So, like, Your Excellency, I believe... How old is he supposed to be? Anyway, hold on. I'm actually curious. 23. I see. Man, this guy was really here for 5 seconds and then bailed. Anyway, back to the... I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced poople who could have possibly perpetrated the martyrdom of my penis. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hata Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. Well, I like the music. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? When is young old bag showing? Baby old bag! Oh my god. Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. The baby on his back is old bag. Game? But that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. That baby is a young... Game theory. That baby is a young old bag. Oh, what's this now? What's this about old bags? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating... Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat. So what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure. And now I'm going to have to use the steak to prove why that matters at all. Yeah. To prove evidence there's someone else there. Yes, 3 viewers. We're back, baby. What?
No, that can't.
Harakuta-san.
What, boy? What?
As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. Pog, third viewer! Don't fuck it up! Oh, I turned off the monitor! Oh no, what am I gonna do? I almost turned off the monitor for the joke, but I decided that would be a bad idea. Additionally, there's more! You've assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. Oh, that was a table pound. He did it! Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Oh, baby, we got the big boy music. Bum dum dum ba bum dum dum bum bum dum dum bum bum ba. Expertly done, partner.
Objection!
Objection!
Bum 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 bum.
What is this nonsense, you little upstart?
Bum 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 bum.
These are baseless accusations. Based! Just look at this photographic evidence.
I just like slobbered in real life.
You can clearly see the plate of food in the victim.
Objection!
Objection! Use your head. Panda's now playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Can you see my Steam notifications when I'm doing this? Okay, he's playing. Yeah, I know. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you fold it? Wait, you definitely can because I'm using display capture, not game capture. Whatever. Or can't you follow the facts and logic?
How? How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. See, I'm good at the puns. I like the puns. I like doing the puns. Wouldn't you agree? That was a good pun. Wouldn't you agree, Ryanosuke? Yeah, who cares? Panda is playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Cool. Bum.
Having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak?
Oh, cool. I didn't even have to point it out. He did it for me. I fully expected them to be like, so why does him not being able to eat matter? And then I would have to present the steak thing. But, no, they actually have brain cells in this courtroom, unlike most Ace Attorneys. Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it? Yes. Alright. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been me. It's the woman. I call Wendy Youngbag to the stand. Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
Me. No, I ate the sloppy I poured the water on the steaks. I made the sloppy steaks. It was me. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Bum, 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 bum. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else eating it. Dum, dum, dum. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. Bum, 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 bum. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly. Wait, so are we not figuring out who it is? We're just gonna, like, not prosecute? We can do that in this game? We can... Kazuma.
Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issue with them! Those two witnesses in the stand.
What are you talking about?
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously, clearly, you will be charged with perjury. I forgot how hyped these games are when the case, like, picks up. And even though this is like, I'm so used to the first trial just being like a 1-hour tutorial, this is like an actual case. This is dope. Perjury. And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit. Automod? What is Automod trying to stop from sending? That's weird. You're trying to send a Baron joke in chat and the Automod's stopping? I don't... What is it not letting you send? Just like put a space in the word or something. I don't know how to fix that right now.
Complicit in murder? No!
No, negative! No, sir! There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us.
Oh.
What did you just say, Karakuta-san? No!
You were just following orders.
Now hold on, lad. I was,
Say you never saw the gentlewoman. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas? Oh, the intense music. What?
Objection!
what? What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
Just one simple slip of the tongue.
Order! Order! Counsel, explain what is going on here.
You love slamming tables. It's clear. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. There was a third person because I killed her. Take your anger from me.
Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut?
I killed her, and I'd do it again if you get in my way.
Well, I killed her. Wait, there's no her. I killed... Dr. Wilson is not a her, Jack.
That's classified.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You
would... This can't be happening. Stop pulling on my mustache hairs.
Rianovsky, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Ouchie had any idea. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. This music has, like, pursuit energy. And we're chasing them down! So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. But how? How can we possibly remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? The business card! What the hell's up with the business card, dude? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. I want answers! I want pictures of Spider-Man on my desk! If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, hey, Ouchie, show us your cock! I want pictures of Ouchie's cock on my desk, right now! If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated... Uh-oh, Coleman crash. Wait, what? What? What's happening? Oh, no. No more sound. What? Hold on. Hello? There's sound, Alyssa. Alyssa! Alyssa, no gaslighting me. This isn't Germa's stream. There will be no gaslighting here. I will have you removed from my... There will be no gaslighting in my courtroom. That's on her end. Oh my god. Okay. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing. And what does the defense have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency. No time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my... It's not the best idea. You know, we have a court record. I did, yeah. Okay. We're doing this. Alright. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is... This guy? Is it this guy? Is it... The defendant is pretty sus, Your Honor. Is it this guy? No, wait. It's not the prosecutor. Okay, I want to see this guy's business card. I wasn't gaslighting. It's Kazuma. He did it. No, I'm pretty sure it's this guy. Well, but this guy doesn't have that much authority. I mean, I don't know. It's not one of the witnesses. It's not the prosecutor. So it's probably Mikitoba. That's probably why he told me to defend myself and not rue it, because he knew we were gonna lose because of this lie. So he was trying not to bring Kazuma down with it.
Yes!
There! What do you make of that? I think, counsel, that you may want to close your ears as well as your eyes. Otherwise, the sighs of disappointment. Did I get it wrong? I got it wrong, didn't I? Hold on. I mean, the music stopped, so I don't know. Wait, I want to look at the business card thing. Hold on. No, that's not the business card. Where's the business card? Here, this one. Yeah, I want to rotate this. Chief Inspector. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Well, that's unexpected. What is? Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hasanoga. Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the I knew the business card was sus! Ugh. I just didn't examine it before I got to that text box where it was making me present people and I couldn't look at the business card. It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title. His job. Oh. Chief Inspector Satoru Hasanoga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? I have no idea. But let's face it. The police have a lot of power and influence. And if there will... Am I saying his name wrong? Kazuma. I'm saying his name wrong too? Is it Kazuma? Okay, wait. There has been no voice acting. None of these characters have voice acted lines. Kazuma. I mean, that's more just a difference of emphasis than a difference of pronunciation. That's not a Ryunosuke moment. That's more of a difference in emphasis than anything. Otherwise the size. Oh, okay. We don't need. Yeah, I just failed. I just lost that point. See, okay, you're talking to the same person who said Byakuya, or who said Byakuya and Monokuma for most of his Danganronpa 1 playthrough. I'm not good at the names. They need to, like, I read names by sounding them out, and sometimes you sound them out wrong. I don't watch anime, so I don't know how to say these names off the top of my head. Maybe if there was a Rinosuke and JoJo's. I don't have a great deal of influence myself, but believe me, I can find other ways to make you keep your mouth shut as well. I do have a sword. No, it's not. No, it's not what? Because it's an emphasis. I said Kazuma versus Kazuma. It's literally just, am I saying A more emphasized? Am I emphasizing the A or the U? Kazuma versus Kazuma. Kazuma. Alright, don't get angry. I know my name's a little hard to pronounce. There must be a clue somewhere in all the evidence. Luckily, there is plenty of non-Japanese names in this game. Thank God. I won't pronounce Sherlock Holmes wrong. That's right, Sherlock Holmes is in this game. Poggers, that's the other thing I know about it. Sherlock Holmes, excuse me, but, you know. And what does the defense have to say about all this? Damn, Kazuma! You can bait me into doing, like, bits, if you just, like, type something in the chat that is me. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head, but this time I'll do it right. It's me! Okay, where's the guy? Yeah, this guy.
Yes!
Case 3, I'm gonna meet Mr. Beast in Case 3. Oh, that's a pog. Oh, that's a pog! Oh! Well, surely that would be Satoru Husuna... Fuck me, dude. Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier.
Objection!
Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence. Hosonaga. That's what I said. Okay. For once, I would agree with you. If that is the man. Wait, what? If that is the man were truly a waiter. What? If he truly were. Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. See if I was let's playing this instead of streaming it, I would have been calling him Ryunosuke the entire playthrough, or until there was a voice acted line. So thank God, this is the sole reason to stream the game, is so I can get pronunciation tutorials. The truth about, yeah, okay, then the business card.
Yes!
Mr. Beast. The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. When is the funny detective coming? I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes! It's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. I'm so confused right now. When is the funny detective gonna show up? I'm bored. Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession. The waiter's profession? But surely... Good gracious. I don't know. Were you guys watching the stream earlier when I literally tried to flip the business card to see what it was, but I hadn't unlocked flipping the evidence yet, so I couldn't do it? I was ahead of the game. That's right. You were ahead of the game. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Watch the VODs. I was.
What? The waiter is a police detective? A porn star? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power. As far as regular civilians are concerned. So witnesses there at the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? I knew we went past that waiter too fast. Like, he was on the stand for like 5 seconds, and then he disappeared.
Well,
hold it. Who? Oh no. Inspector Hosonaga. Wait, Hosonaga. That's what I said. I said it that way. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. That's why he didn't want to submit the sketch, yeah.
the court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well, okay, we don't need it. This is a flashback to, like, an hour ago. Of course, here you are. Why is my mouse cursor in the middle of the screen again? Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
So, you mean to say you really are a detective?
But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course. Your salary... Wait, what? Your salary must be terrible. I was working undercover. Undercover. That makes more sense. Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to share. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga. But you will elaborate one more point for the court. One point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses presiding. That at the time of the shooting there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other type. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in an agreement. Would that be correct?
Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable.
As I suspected.
Bang! Hosonaga has COVID!
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say, remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once? made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case. But it's not right! The dot dot dots. One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman. Oh, that's a bit sussy! What? The old man just like shaking. You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean, when I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once. No. The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Barrett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume. God damn it. There's something you fail to understand, Mr. Lawyer. To me, Crazy Frog is just normal frog. Stop posting memes. Stop.
What? What is happening here?
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection!
But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom.
Objection, Your Honor! Squid Games!
Chat, you guys in chat are literally just feeding me like funny things to say in the character voices. Like that's the goal of this one.
Inspector Hosanaka, how do you feel about these Squid Games?
Yes,
You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
Stop being such a simp. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So, it won't be a problem? You're right, it is just Jack giving us the stupid lines of dialogue to say. Nothing will get in my way. Not even my COVID-19. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student, Giselle Brett, to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency!
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess. And 30-minute recess sounds like a great place to cut stream. It's literally giving me a to be continued card. And it's past midnight. I mean, I don't care about staying up late, but I do, like, my family's all sleeping, so I think this is a good place to stop. I did not think the first trial would be this long. I mean, I'm not complaining. Don't worry, you'll get more soon. Yes, the Squid Games will return. This game is like really fun. This first case is kind of better than any of the cases I played in Ace Attorney 5. Like, I would rank this above any of those cases. It's good soup. Good soup. I'm really enjoying this game. Low key though, this game is like better. Yeah, except the last case. See, I haven't played the last case of Dual Destinies, so I don't know. But like every other case, I'm like, I don't. This is more engaging to me. I feel like the characters are just smarter. Like the characters in Dual Destinies are all kind of dumb. Like they're all kind of dum dums. I don't want to complain about Dual Destinies too much, but I just do not like that game very much. This game, on the other hand, there's 2 parts to the first trial. Like that's dope. This is so good. This is better. This one was written by the guy who wrote 1 to 4. That's why. Yeah. Oh, Shu Takumi. Uh, good soup. Five and 6 were not. I thought Shu Takumi was still involved in 5 and 6, but like in more of a like supervising like background role. I don't know. All I know is this game is good. Did Takumi write on the Layton crossover at all? Because I also liked the writing in that game. I mean, it definitely had a bit of Layton weirdness. He did help with the Layton one. Okay, that's why I like the Layton one better. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like Shu Takumi's writing. Ghost Trick too. The other game he wrote for is also an incredible game that unfortunately is not on Steam. Otherwise I would like maybe stream it or something. It's on phones. So, I mean, if you want to play it on your phone. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to cut stream now. 2.5 hours seems like a good length for a stream. Next time I'll try to start early. Layton is what made him come up with the old timey setting with multiple witnesses idea. That makes sense. That makes sense. This is like the spiritual successor to the Layton crossover, which is probably my favorite Ace Attorney game outside of the original trilogy, and also my and also like probably my second favorite Layton game actually. Uh, I know a lot of Layton fans didn't like it because the puzzles are a little bit easier, but I really liked it. Uh, anyway, I'm gonna cut stream now. Bye everybody.